Welcome. Let me go ahead and mute myself over here real quick, if I can figure that out. Well, it's just going to get loud for a second. But nonetheless, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. We are going to be doing tattoo critiques today, as usual. Again, just going to be random whenever I have time, and I can jump on here for an hour. So I have an hour. So we're going to do as much as we can in 1 hour. So get your emails in. If you wonder where to send it, scrolling at the bottom of the screen underneath my IG and Facebook account, you'll see the email address. That's artmesomething@gmail.com. You want to send this in while we're live. So guys, if you're watching after the fact, you're watching the rewatch or whatever you want to call that, I'm not really going to be able to take a look at your work, but subscribe, turn notifications on so that when you see that I go live, you can get some work in. And hopefully we can get to it, okay? This has been the best way to do this so that I can help those who are on their toes and ready to rock, okay? Nonetheless, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's here right now, all 36 of you. It's awesome. If you could give the stream a like right now, just kick this stream off. Again, it is the first stream of the day. We might be going live later today around 1 or 2 o'clock, doing some black and gray work, fixing a piece that was done a while back. And not of my own work, somebody else's work from around here, I think. Nonetheless, we're going to probably be going live for that. So stay tuned. Make sure you got your notifications on. And I know that it doesn't always send them out to everybody. Well, with all the blabbing out of the way, let's say hello to a few people here. Nick Sims, hey, what is going on? Anonymous, nice to see you. Hollow, Randy, Tommy, Therapeutic in the house again. Justin, guys, thank you. A lot of you guys are here for a lot of these streams. You continue to support the channel. It means a lot to me. It really does. I feel like we've created a little community. There might be a lot of people subscribed to the channel, but there's just a nice little group of us who are here hanging out on the regular, and that's awesome to me. That is awesome. So got a couple emails have come in, so I'm going to jump into it. So let's get the screen up here again, guys. Give the stream a like for this morning operation. Okay, so first one I have is from Jay. Let's see what we got. These are all done on, okay, hold on, let me itch my eyes here. All right. These are all done at separate times, but the heart with the eye I originally did with a coil machine when I was 15. Dang, we was 15 and just got around to fixing it up. Best I could. Okay, thank you for your videos. Awesome. All right, so let's take a look. All right, yep, that is pretty hard to read. So clearly, I think this is the one you were saying you fixed up. Wow. Yeah, big improvement there just from what it used to look like to what it's looking like now. We'll get a little closer and see what we see. Now, sure, lining could use a little bit extra help, but, it's just small. You're learning. I'm not going to beat you up, right? The other thing here is that, as I'm sure you noticed, when you're trying to reline this thing, there's really not a lot to go off of. So you kind of almost have to recreate it yourself. And I think it looks pretty decent, man. Let's see. This is cool. This little broken arrow. I like the way it's shaded. It's got some depth to it. It's going to heal nice and light in these lighter areas. Yeah, guys, what do you think? I kind of like this one, right? Oh, we got a few little blowout here and there. But hey, you haven't been doing it that long. At this rate, keep going. Ooh, this black looks, I don't know if it's this photo or not, but this black looks a little bit beat. Not in a good way. I'm not sure, guys. What do we think? Let me know in the chat what happened to this iHeart thing. iHeart. Nice. Yeah, it looks a little rough. You got some stipple shading going on here, but the lining around it is a little bit beat, rough, a little too deep, pushing a little too hard. Okay, here it was before you did all that stuff to it. And yeah, this is not the greatest here, right? But I hope you learn stuff from this. You got to watch this heal, see what happened. Definitely got some line issues. That's going to be you always want to get a good stretch, but it's definitely your hand speed to voltage here. You're trying to find the right sweet spot, and okay, it's tricky. And then it's going to be slightly different for each person. But once you figure it out and you know what it's supposed to look like and how it's supposed to feel, definitely going to be doing much better. So thanks for sending that in, Jay. Next person is, oh man, you guys love making me say crazy names. Cornelius. All right. Diddlelight. I can't even pronounce your last name. All right. Well, we're gonna call you K. Hey, been watching my videos for a while, practicing tattoos for 7 months now, slowly but surely. I did my first tattoo on myself, March flower, and another on my mom. in April. Cat outline. I know the flower has some line fit. Blah, 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 blah. This is a boatload of emails, guys. Please don't send me this many because I can't go through them all. So we're going to go through a few. We're going to jump into this one that is on the skin. And for the most part, just quick glance at it, it's not too bad. It's legible. It's relatively clean. There's a few spots that got a little thick and chunky, and a couple spots we have a little bits of a blowout. But you're using some light shades to try to get some stimpling going on. They kind of look like lines, so you're gonna want to work on that a little bit more. Where you do have shading, this bit of black here looks pretty good to me. It's not bad. So keep working at it, but not bad for just jumping right in. Well, not jumping right in, but hitting skin. All right, here we have the cat. Not bad. This is the kind of stuff you want to do in the beginning because if it goes sour, you can always sculpt it, make it a little bit wider. So that line, beep, beep, beep. Oh, you can't even see me in the camera. But you're coming around, it goes out. Well, now you just kind of sculpt that back together, smooth it out, learn from your mistakes. But in the end, you're still left with something decent. So nice job there. Good choice. Let's pick another one here. Good to see you're practicing a lot of stuff on fake skin. And the lines look pretty good on fake skin. The saturation's nice. Let's take a look at another one. Yeah, super cool as far as the look goes. From here, the line looks pretty decent. Again, decent. Yeah, yep, not bad. Looking cool. Nice stuff here. Like how you're approaching this. A lot of fake skin practice. A couple pieces on real skin. And both are pretty decent. I use that word a lot because to say it's like good, to say it's not good. It's definitely far closer to good, right? But there's still imperfections. But I hate judging people or critiquing stuff sometimes because no one's perfect, nor am I even close. Cool, very cool. I guess I'd work a little bit harder on saturating black in some of these, but I've seen you do better in other pieces. One more we'll take a look at. Yeah, not bad. Keep working at it though, but I love seeing all this practice you're doing on fake skin. This is nice. And you can tell it translates to real skin. Keep it small like you've been doing, like those 2 tattoos we saw. Keep it relatively small and simple. Even though you can go wild on fake skin, when it comes to real skin, hone it back in and let that slowly evolve. Even though your fake skin might be evolving, well, you can't see me really quickly. On real skin, start small, let that evolve a bit slower, if you will. Guys, if you're watching, please give the stream a like. I'd much appreciate it. Before we jump into the next one, Nick Hughes. All right, Nick, what do we got? Nick Hughes critique. Oh, right. Well, Nick, this looks a little bit sore here, if you will. We got these lines are punched in. They ain't going nowhere, as far as I'm concerned. I don't believe they're going anywhere, but it was too hard. You can see it up over here. We got blowouts mixed with just like this really raised skin. The packing of the black. It's patchy, right? It's patchy. Even when we get up close to the lines here, we start to lose a little bit, especially over here in this region. So again, I got a video where I talk about how to get right up to the line. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's like I see this problem a lot, and that's what we see a lot here. So yeah, maybe slow it down, back it up. Have you done much work on fake skin, Nick? Have you gotten comfortable with it? Because these lines aren't like, oh God, the end of the world, horrible, but they're not good. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. All right, Nick, send us some more, man. Send us some more down the road. Send me some fake skin so I can see where you're at with fake skin before you can oftentimes let somebody know, okay, I think, maybe you're ready to take that leap. It's very tempting. It's very tempting to just want to jump right into real skin and maybe jump right into your own skin on your leg or something. And then go, okay, I have a lot to learn. Then go back. And as the little thing that somebody made me says, might want to stick with some fake skin for a while. There is nothing wrong with that. There's no disrespect on that. It just is what it is, right? So anyhow, let's take a look. Andy, good morning, brother. Well, it's not morning for you. I know. Yeah, a little bit rough. Doing good, bro. Love Sundays. You're having a good day so far. Yes. Andy, hey Dave, nice timing, bro. Just finished and the stream popped up. Isn't that fantastic? It's great how that works. Keep an ear out and eye out. We might be going live again for some live black and gray tattooing this afternoon. Maybe not. Just depends on if I can get the camera in a good spot for the location and whatnot. and if the person's down for that, if you will. So turn your notifications on, like the stream if you would, and we're gonna jump into Robert. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, guys. That means I'll probably start burping in about 30 seconds. Robert, hey, just wanted to reach out and see how I am doing. I started tattooing in June 2020. I got my artist license in November of 2021 after about a year and a half apprenticing. Good for you, man. Good for you. I like to do every style, and I'm working on color packing and better saturation. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, beautiful, man. I haven't even zoomed in, but just from here, I really like it. Is there going to be imperfections? Who knows? Crispy looking lines. Very nice. Very nice. Maybe these smaller lines could be a little better, right? Isn't that what we're doing? Critiquing. So, very nice work. So maybe just slow down the little smaller lines. It happens for me as well sometimes. Yeah. But nice little simple shading going on here. Love the leaves, the darkness in the leaves. Just a nice banger. Nice job. Nice job. All right, what do we got here? Similar, very similar style. You know, we just gotta, you gotta be careful. Every line. And it sucks when it happens, but we got a little bit of a blowout there, right? But as a whole, it's not bad. It's a little bit. And I'm only judging it because you had some decent work. It's a little bit sloppy, just a little bit, all right? Don't take it the wrong way. In here, a little bit. A few little spots here and there. But you know what? Again, I like it as a whole. Oop, let me fix something over here. Looks good from afar. Yes, it does. Oh, someone's commenting on the eye heart, which was just a moment ago. The eye heart was actually gray wash. It was a gray wash. Said I did heal up a lot better, but it was super beat, as you guys saw from the original picture. Didn't have much to work with. All right. Well, there you go. Oh, I got here. There's that coffee burp. All right. Oh, what the heck we do? All right. This is looking good, though. Looking good. All right. So this is where you're working on. You're working on color. This is where we want. I like to do some color. It's fun. I do enjoy doing color. It's a lot more work, but the end result's usually really cool and fun. And yeah, we'll probably do a whole video live stream on color. Me and Andy just going back and forth, talking about something, taking a look at a piece like this. For me, I love that you have black here and there. And I like that there's some black in this purple, but I'd love to see just a little bit more depth in here, and maybe pick up a third shade of each one of these. Pick up a third blue if you could. Almost. I mean, if you're going to go this route, almost like a white at the top or a deep purple down in here to serve as your black almost, or as your dark points, since you already have some black in here. When it comes to packing and saturation, it looks all right. It's always good to see these things heal. You're going to learn so much more when they heal, because every once in a while it looks good when it's done. And really, it just didn't quite get to that layer it needed to be. So you will learn along the way, but not bad for just getting into packing color. Make sure you slow down. It looks like maybe you were going a little bit faster than you may have wanted to. You could have saturated this just a little bit more. This blue could have been a little bit deeper, not by darkening it, just saturating a little bit more. We see that up in here. And this black you're putting behind, it's just not really jiving. It's not really working. Though I think the way you had in mind, I would lean further towards darker greens into a brown, then maybe into a black, or maybe a little bit of a dark wash even. But you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. What do we think? All right. Yeah, sorry about that cancellation you had there, Andy. I guess that means you just, you had some time to do other stuff, right? Like be here. Appreciate you, man. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like, guys. Give the stream a like. Let's keep on moving. I'm going to jump over here right quick. 40 likes. That's what I'm talking about, boys and girls. Let's get to 50. All right. Zach G, here we go, my friend. Tattooing for 5 months. Jellyfish was done yesterday. Well, okay, that's legitimately yesterday because this is all live. People are sending these in right now. We already got quite a few in already. Don't be afraid to send them in. We might not get to yours. Don't be butthurt about that. Turn your notifications on. Be here quickly, even if you just jump in long enough to send an email and leave and come back and watch it later, right? I'm just trying to help those who might not have the time or the opportunity. All right, tattooing 5 months. Jellyfish was yesterday. What do we think of this? I think we got some lining issues going on here. Definitely got, I don't know that you're getting a good stretch, right? 4-way stretch, 3-way stretch. This hand's stretching this way. This hand's stretching this way. They're also stretching out. So what you see when you watch a video, somebody's hand just resting there. But I've watched my own videos, and it looks like I'm not stretching the skin, but my left hand is tired at the end of the day because it's stretching, right? So stretch that skin out, pop that balloon, right? Get it nice and tight, put the needle in, boom. You're going to hear the skin break. You're going to feel the vibrations, move along. It's like you moved along to here, and you came out, but you came out sideways. So then when you picked it up right here. Maybe you got a little nervous again, yada, yada. It doesn't matter, but stretch, try to find the voltage. From here, it looks pretty decent. As we get close, there's definitely a little whoopies here and there. The shading, I like that you're doing this dot stuff, because if you're not sure what to do, you can't really go wrong with some dots. Even if it's dot, 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 you have full control over that as you develop your technique. Okay. Yep. All right. This is missing some solid, rich black. The lining is super light, which means probably we're not getting a good stretch, because the needles can't penetrate the skin if we don't have a good stretch. They're just going to bounce, and that black's going to end up looking like it does right now, kind of like gray in these lines. I highly doubt that you were trying to gray line it. It doesn't come off that way. There are, again, some nice things here. I like this belly, the way it's got this, the dot work. It's readable. It's totally fixable. You can totally go back into this and clean this puppy up with a little bit more skill and practice. Maybe just hone these techniques on some fake skin. What do we got here? Aha. Now, I do like the shading in this jellyfish. I do. I like that we got some blacks coming out into some lighter grays with some real light shades that are going to heal really, really soft, and it's going to look pretty nice. The downside on this is, again, coming back, and it's not all of it, but some of it is in the lines. I will say some of these are super long and swoopy, so kudos to you for getting what you got. But up and around here, again, we have this. I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure. Maybe you're pulling small lines, pulling out, going back in, or you're going back to smooth something out, or you're not getting a good stretch. Something's happening, causing your lines to get a little wonky. Good morning, Contrasted. Humble Life. Good to see you. Ba. Who else we got here? Blank. Good to see. Whenever I wipe on the, okay. Ba. Madi. Xavier. Edwin. Good morning to you all. All right. Just wanted to stop and say hi to everybody who was in the chat. Guys, if you were, anyhow, Zach, thank you for sending these in. I think that you're on your way. Definitely on your way for 5 months. Just hone in on that lining a little bit more. Now, you're not going to get it perfect, right? You're not going to get it perfect. And you're going to always see a small imperfection in them, but we want to minimize the lining issues, right? So, give the scream a like. Also, give the stream a like if you would, guys. And yeah, let's keep this train rolling. We're 19 minutes in, so we got like another 40 minutes to go. So we are doing fantastic so far. Let's go to CCG Dude. I'm from the UK. Right on. You're in. All right. Come on, give me something. There we go. 2 months apprentice. 2 months. Ew. There's some things I like. There's some things that are needing a little bit. But so the lettering, I like the line weight. I think it looks crisp. The 24/7, right on to me. Now, this is just to me. You've been tattooing for 45 years, and you have a level of perfection that's, you might see other stuff in all of the stuff on this channel, right? So understand that. Anyhow, moving on. Love the blend from black into this red. I like the lining around here. but I don't know what's up here. It looks like maybe you went out of the lines a little bit, and it kind of has this little bit of a haze right here, kind of throwing it off just a wee bit. I highly doubt anyone's really going to jump your guns about it. All in all, really nice work, man. And that's it. So nice job. Nice job. Nothing really worth after 2 months of what. Just going to keep tattooing and you're going to get better and better. No worries there. France, right on. You're one of the few, blank says, you're one of the few people on YouTube that are truly out to help new artists. So thank you. You're very welcome, blank. And yes. I mean, trust me, these live streams and stuff make no money, right? It's not like I'm out here, boom, beating the ground, trying to get rich or something. Trust me, it ain't happening. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I do the live streams because they're fun. I get joy out of doing them. It slows me down because I have to learn how to continue to tattoo while trying to answer questions, and just in general, I want to be in the chat with you guys when I'm trying to work, right? I genuinely enjoy it, guys. So again, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to do what I'm doing. So anyhow, before I continue to get all weird on you guys, give the video a like. It does help. It helps more people see it, and it makes me feel better. Truth be told, right? Hey, man, sent some before, but didn't get in time for video. Hoping to get some criticism this time around. Been tattooing 2 years, but oh, geez, my goodness, I should take a Hooked on Phonics class. But took time off from my baby and family and back at it. Here's some pieces. All right. I got to read this again, because now I'm confused. Send some. All right. So you sent some work in. Been tattooing 2 years. I'm glad that we got your work, right? I know a lot of people send stuff in, and it's tough. All right. Are we going to see this from a zoomed out point of view? Let's just scroll across. Oh, boy. We got lots. I have seen some of this work. I'm not sure if you sent it to me. I saw on Facebook or something. Back when I still had some time, I was able to reply to some people on Facebook and stuff when they want me to critique. Again, don't send anything to my Facebook, my Instagram, as far as critiquing goes, because that's more for business, more for communication, whatnot. And that's what this is for. That's why I go live, so I can help you guys right here live. It's so hard for me to sit there and write an entire paragraph about what you could do. You know, I'm not that guy. I can sit at the computer and type, okay, but that's about it. Okay, so I like these teeth. The teeth are probably my favorite of the ones we scrolled across real quickly. They look clean. They look crisp. They're right on. Like, the line weight's consistent. Yeah, very nice job on these teeth. Very nice job. And again, a tattoo doesn't have to be big and crazy to be right on the money, right? Just clean. I'm pretty sure we saw this one somewhere along the line. Maybe I saw it. Maybe it was in a video. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I saw this. And unfortunately, I was just not a fan of it. I do like that you made this all black to hide maybe any imperfections. That helps out a little bit. But the scales are very haphazard. They're just crossed. That's not exactly what a snake scale looks like. Over here, this might be a belly rolling around. We don't get that effect. We're missing stuff there. The lines just aren't quite right. The white is a little beat. So I'm definitely going to have to, because I have some, I feel a responsibility to be honest, is you might want to stick with some fake skin for a little while. Okay. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, right? We had a nice piece here, but we fell off here. Okay. Or maybe we're moving in a direction, but if you're consistently getting your work to end up like this, you need to back off. Okay. This is decent, but it's not on point, right? We don't want our fake skin. If your fake skin work is here, I'm very sorry. Quorum, don't take it personal. Trying to genuinely guide you in a direction. This isn't finished. This isn't complete, right? If this were on the actual skin, it would still fall short. It would fall flat. My favorite part of this is probably a little bit of this eye and this nose. The rest is kind of missing the rest of it. Okay, this is not bad. A little tiny piece, and maybe it's healing and whatnot. It'd be cool to see how it heals, but all in all, not bad considering the other stuff we have looked at. And this, again, very crisp line. So maybe I'm looking at these in the wrong order. Not sure. Okay, there we go. Tattoos by Grim says, Snake and Dagger was my first tattoo. Okay, well, there we go. And now we're understanding things. I should probably check out the chat more often. But no, this is much better, right? The line work is much better. Do we got a little bit of a blowout? I'm not sure. It could just be the photo. Sometimes it makes it look like it is and it's not. So nice job there, man. The 13, oof, I don't know what's going on here. This is kind of hard to see because it's in a shadow. The lines look beat. All right, I'm not a fan of this one, okay? Maybe this, again, was early on. Where are we at with this one? Tattoo by Grimm. I'm assuming this one was early on. Some of the other pieces are looking nice. And this one's okay, right? The black is saturated nicely. But these lines, just a little bit wobbly. Again, not sure how big this is. This could be this big, right? It could be this big. So anyhow, take this for what it is. I like this piece. If you're doing work like this and you're seeing your work continue to like this, nice job. If you're doing work like this and you're continuing to see your work look like this, nice job. Now, again, I don't see a lot of shading. Where I do see some shadings a little bit, like we're trying to figure that out still, that's fine. But if your line work and your black is looking like this, you're going places. Just take your time. All right, time for another sip of coffee, which means the burps will be coming in no time at all. Guys, before we click on the next one, give the stream a like. Much appreciated, my friends. Much appreciated. I thank you all for being here. And for the 71 people who liked the stream, it's awesome. Thank you, guys. And for those of you guys that are here every time or most of the time or when you can be, appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's been awesome to get to know you guys. Yeah. So anyhow, moving on. We got Paul up next. Paul. All right, Paul. We don't see you say anything. Oh, down here. Started to tattoo quite some time back, but never really had the time to put into due to my past work schedule. Been working on it now on fake skin for 6 months. Okay, but on fake skin for 6 months. Alrighty then. Well, right off the bat, this fake skin is super thin. And we did a video on that. Many of you guys have probably watched that video. That really thin stuff, it's all you have. Knock yourself out. It's better than being on real skin as far as practicing. You're safer that way, right? But, however, this thin stuff is not going to be your best friend, all right? I'm gonna get off that horse here. Look at your work. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is probably maybe one of your earlier pieces on fake skin. It looks like you did follow your stencil pretty decently. It looks pretty consistent across from your drawings. However, the line work is going to continue to need some work. I see some nice ones. There are definitely some decent lines, but maybe we get in a rush down here in this hair. And you see how you have rich black over here? Well, there's that burp. At least as black as you could probably get it on paper. Over here, we don't have that same level of black. Here we do, but here in a lot of this, we don't. So getting a little bit darker. Up here, we got that nice black. Up here, we don't, right? So it's very important that when we're putting black in, we get our black in there. We take the extra time. Fake skin sucks. So anyhow, yep, same piece though. Awesome. I mean, this is cool. It's looking good. Again, if this is something you've really been working on. All right, let's see here. The color in fake skin is the son of a gun. Again, it appears you're still using very thin stuff. So kudos to even getting a decent, some kind of result. But yeah, definitely try a different brand of fake skin. It's definitely going to help you. If cost is an issue, I do understand that, but save up a few bucks, get something that's going to help you out. Because you're absolutely learning stuff here, but I'd love to see it on another level because I think it's a little lacking. All right. For the sake of time, we're going to keep boogieing on through. Now, I'm looking at this ink up here. No problem. As long as you keep this on fake skin. This is kind of what that ink looks like when you get it from those kits and whatnot. Don't use that stuff. I don't know if that's what this is, but this is a lot of times what it looks like. Great for fake skin. Do not use it in human skin. All right. We're definitely lacking some stuff here. I'd like to see you draw this, right? I'd like to see you draw this because over here, it's already been like you printed it or something. Hey, give it a try, draw it out, and then maybe tattoo it. But again, it's not horrible. It's great to see you're on fake skin. You're working this thing out. So keep at it. Take whatever I said for what it is. Yep. Hey, man, Nick Hughes here. The okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to keep moving along so that people watching, yeah, if you want to get in the chat, get in the chat, talk to each other, share information, share grams and books and all that, Instagrams and Facebooks, follow each other, learn from each other, talk to each other. I think that's going to help out big time as well. Because again, I'm one person with one idea and one thought. If you guys enjoy the stream, give it a like. I'd much appreciate it. We're up to 80. Are we going to get 100 in the next 30 minutes? I hope so. All right, here we go. I don't know why. It's not like it does. I don't know what it does. Hey, my name is Ryan from South Carolina. Your videos inspired me to try tattooing. Awesome, man. I've been practicing for about for about a week now. Would love to know what you think. Thanks. Love your videos. Appreciate it, man. So you've been practicing for about a week? Okay. I'm going to start back here this time. For a week on fake skin here, not too bad, right? I want to, nitpick certain things, but you've only been doing it a week. I will say the shading in here, what would have really helped this out is a little going, and maybe you did, but it doesn't quite read as much. It feels like the shading is very much this way. Boom, 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 boom. Do this, and then come back and do this. Pushing in and out. That in, out, right? Boom, 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 and just kind of consistently move right across, and that would smooth out some of this what looks to be a back and forth operation here, but the lining is pretty decent. Let's jump to the next one. Here we definitely got some wiggles and wobbles, but again, not bad. For a week, that's kind of wild in my opinion, but there's so much information out there now. A week, it would have taken like 6 months to learn the stuff you learn in 1 week, I suppose, nowadays. But you get the black in here and a nice, decent gradation coming down. You've got some pretty dark shade spots, but overall, a week, not bad. We got some mandala work, and here's where we can kind of start to see the 1 week shining through. If you're going to do the circles, I found in the beginning, I was just zoom, zing, 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 doing the same kind of thing, just going through. And then when you go back and look, and you start to look at your work, you realize that you got to really put effort into every single part of it, every circle, try to get them as symmetrical, follow the stencil or what have you. Okay, so we do have some lining issues here, but that's going to come with time. Overall, for 1 week, we're looking all right here. We're looking okay, all right? Don't jump to skin, okay? Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. We want that fake skin to be money, right? Before we move on. Get real comfortable. And obviously, it's going to be a difference when you get to real skin. Things aren't going to be the same. That's okay. But it's definitely going to be beneficial. Thank you, guys. I have noticed that everyone's sending in 2 or 3 pieces. I really appreciate that. It's definitely helping us to get to more people. So, I spoke too soon. All right, Contrasted Ink. Love your content. Long-time watcher. If you guys want to follow Contrasted Ink, that's at Cobb, COBTEASTED _Ink. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. I like this. I really like this. The lines are crisp. The black is pretty well put in. I would like to see maybe a little bit more saturation just to smooth this out so we can't tell exactly where every, stroke and what have you was. But again, that's fake skin, and that takes way more time to get the black in. I like the shading, like the line work. Nice job here, man. Okay, now we're on real skin, and I think this is a Grim Reaper. It's, in my opinion, oh, okay, I'm starting to see some ghosts kind of in the smoke or something. It's hard to read. Guys, let me know. Is this hard to read? Is it just me? I think it's hard to read. Maybe it's not done, but it gets a little lost. We don't have a lot here. We don't have a lot telling us what is going on in this piece. So let's keep moving along. Similar here, okay? Similar here is I see the eyes, the nose, the teeth, eyes, nose, teeth, eyes, nose, teeth. Excuse me. And there's a bit more back here, but we need some sort of like black and shades, right? We'd have just kind of like shading lines all throughout here. Yeah, and he says, okay, on a rework of my brother. Yeah, all right, well, that could be definitely, if you give the chance, get back in here, pump some black, think about it, take a photo of this, work it in your free time, see where the black looks best. Should I put the black in the eyes? Boom, color it in the eyes on your piece. Nah, I don't like that. That's, you know what I mean? It's taken away from everything else. Should I put some black in the background? boom, boom, color that in. All right, I'm starting to dig that, you know? Figure it out, make this thing pop, because this thing could really, really read nicely if you leave some nice skin breaks, put some nice concentration, saturation in there, and then have a little fun with your super light shades, right? This could be a super fun one. All right, where am I going? Am I going this way? We already went that way. Very nice. All right. I like how you got your fake skins hanging on the wall, man. You can see your progression and what have you. Very cool. Our duck here is looking fantastic. Again, I can't zoom in too far on him because the photo is kind of far away. But yeah, it's looking good. I like that you're dealing primarily in black and just a smidget bit of shading, and it looks good, though. That's where I was for a while, too, and I slowly let myself evolve and get into some lighter tones. And once you do that, then you really can have some fun. But don't rush that. Don't rush that. It's looking nice, man. All right. Okay, this is crazy looking. Very cool. All right. Thanks. Thank you. It was messed up pretty bad. Was a bit nervous to pack it in too much. All right, fair enough, man. You're always better off to do less contrasted ink. And he is referring to these pieces right here, kind of cleaning up a hot mess that somebody had already done, or maybe he had, who doesn't matter. You can always go back in. Less is more sometimes. I get that. All right, guys. There's 109 of you here. That's awesome. If you guys could give the stream a like, if you haven't already, I'd much appreciate it. We're trying to get to 100 by the end of the stream. And we got like 25 more minutes, and we need about 14 more likes. Again, doesn't really mean much, right? So, okay, here we go. Nathan Roberts, I'm self-taught, been tattooing for 2 years or so. What do you think of my work, and what's the best way to price tattoos? Oh, sorry, my dog is barking. I try to break it down to how long it's going to take me and charge hourly price depending on detail and piece. I also find sometimes I have trouble getting certain lines and shades work properly. Any tips? Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is a tattoo critique. I don't really want to sit here and answer a bunch of questions because that slows me down for the people who are waiting for me to get to their work. But Nathan, I will say, all right, so you've been doing this for 2 years. What do I think of your work? We'll get there. So from here, it looks pretty okay. What's the best way to price tattoos? That's totally up to you. I go back and forth sometimes. It depends on what it is. Sometimes I will price it out by the piece because let's say it's something new or something I'm not 100% sure that I don't have a consistent pace. I can't look at that and go, that'd be about 4 or 5 hours. I'm not sure. It could be 4, it could be 6, right? So I don't want my client sitting there going like, watching the clock, like, why is this guy moving fast and slowing down? Why is he talking in the chat, man? They're paying by the hour, right? So sometimes I'll go by the job. That way, hey, if I end early, I win. If I end a little late, hey, maybe you win a little bit here. Overall, I make sure that I make enough money for me to do that piece regardless. And other times I'll charge by the hour, especially when we're doing like, hey, upper back piece, hey, a whole sleeve, and we're doing sessions. How do I price that out? Look, come on in, 4 hours a session, $400, you know. If I feel a certain way, maybe I'll $350, maybe a little bit more. You know, that's kind of how it goes. Truthfully, I don't have people knocking my door down every day to get tattooed. So, you know, I'm not going to charge $200 an hour because then I'm going to have no clientele. I like my clientele, reasonably priced. Anyhow, you got to play that for yourself. If you're $150 an hour, then be $150 an hour, right? All right. Family. So it's cool that you sent this in healed as well. I'm always asking, boy, I'd love to see this healed. And this looks way better healed. And a lot of times that's what happens in black and gray. It's fun. It's cool to see. So where it's red and whatnot here in this piece, from the skin getting irritated and you're using a light shade, yeah, when that heals, it's super light. It's nice and soft. I dig this. The lining's pretty decent. The family, the F could use a little help here, right? It's a little bit, but when it heals, some of that smooths out. It's a wild thing sometimes. Don't depend upon that, but it is nice. Friends and family are trying to push me that way, though. Push you what way? Contrasting. All right. Here we go. Next piece up is Everly. Okay. Can't really tell what I'm not sure what I'm reading, but overall the lining looks pretty good. You're using different line weights, which is super cool and fun when you're looking at. When you look at a piece that has different line weights, it's cool. I like it. Sometimes I like the line weights to be all over the place, but it takes more time to do that. You got to change needles, yada 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 yada. But the small lines are good. The stippling could be a little bit more controlled, maybe. But overall, not bad. This easel, but it's small, right? I'm zoomed in, guys. This E is probably about that big, right? Maybe that's bigger than I thought it was, but nonetheless, the rest of it's pretty good. The E, a few wobbles, maybe you can smooth that out here and there. Whites in a few spots. Yeah, it's a nice little piece. Not bad. It's not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of this one right here, okay? Sure, it's going to heal out and you're going to get some nice lighter shades, but in the hand itself, just too dark in a lot of these like veiny spots. Sorry, guys, my knuckle is like I'm flicking you off now. Got knocked about a month ago and it's slowly falling apart on me. So nonetheless, it's not a painted nail. Anyhow, in all these little veiny spots, just a little bit too dark. It's coming off funky. And the hand underneath here, I'm trying to point to the computer like you can see that. Underneath here, I'm not sure. There's just some hand issues here that are not the greatest. Now, I will say this, rest in peace, 329. A lot of this looks pretty decent. And again, it's going to heal nice. Your lines look okay. Maybe just a little too dark on the shading. All right. I love this. This looks cool. I haven't even zoomed in. Definitely dig this piece. Oh, yeah. I like this piece. I love the line work. It's the right size for the color. I think when you're doing a color piece like this, you want to have the line weight to be a little thick, right? Almost like a coloring book, how the outline of everything is a pretty decent thickness. Same here. Really like the color choices. Love to see this one healed. See how this saturation ended up, but nice piece. I like it a lot. Ooh, same here, man. Telling from your color to your black and gray, your color is really banging in my opinion. I really do dig it. Yeah, nice job. The lines, again, I like the line weight. I like what you've done here. So we started. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. I'd say your color is probably some of the best that I've seen of your work. All right. If you're worried about speed and all that, just take your time. Do however long it takes to do that tattoo and charge accordingly. If you felt like, you go slow, then maybe, it's up to you. It's up to you. Are your clients paying? What have you, right? That will forever be a controversial, opinionated thing. What to charge for your tattoos. Yeah, Andy B even says your color work is nice. There you go. Good to go, guys. Give the stream a like after I read every single one. I pretty much say we're at 97. Whoo, buddy, we're going to hit our goal. Goth Mother's Stitchery? Okay, Goth Mother. I think we've had you here before. I'm not sure. Hello, my name is Haley. I have been intermittently been tattooing for about 4 months and learned so much from your channel. Thank you. I did my little Deadpool on my thigh a couple of days ago, and then I did the other little one on my husband after. So this is on your thigh there, Goth Mama. Hey, all right. Oh, I got a burp. Excuse me. All right. It's a little glossy because there's, some ointment on there, but my favorite is this little unicorn down here. How cool is this? The lining on this unicorn, I don't know what you did, but it looks pretty crisp on most of it. I'd like to see maybe the color, maybe because you went over top of this with color, so those lines look like they're got a mixture of purple and pink in there. That's fine. If those lines were put in solid and black, when it heals out, you won't see those colors inside those black lines. But maybe a little bit more attention right in here, but nice job, right? You were given the opportunity because you made it thicker to sculpt this out and really learn a bit from it. Nice job, right? Not bad. Similar here. Looks a little bit beat in some spots, but, not bad. Not bad. The lines don't look crazy. The black is relatively saturated throughout, but you're definitely going to learn when this heals what happened. You're going to know whether this was a little harsh or not. In the poof is in the pudding. Done speaking. All right, moving on. Ben Stockdale. Time for another sip of some coffee. Hit the like button. Did we hit 100? Right on. Right on. Sweet. You know what happens now? Now we just raise it. Now it's 110. I don't know. Just something we could do throughout the chat to kind of, or throughout the stream to whatever. I don't think it really matters, but who knows? This is one I did today. Person come in with the first tattoo, and this is my first ever fix and first ever try and dot work. Second photo is what I did just today, tattooing 2 months now. All right, we got to read this one more time. Sorry, guys. Ben says, this is one I did today. Person, I'm assuming this is came in with the first tattoo, and this is my first ever. Okay. Oh, maybe this is the first tattoo you ever did, and you're about to fix it. Ooh. All right. Let's see what you did first. Okay. All right. Hard to see. Would love to see it cleaned up a little bit more so we can get a better look at it. But yeah, I think you did the best with what you could do, right? You made the best of it. You made the best of it because this is blown out up here, right? And this is all super thin and scratchy. And on top of that, this is a horrible place to tattoo, right? This is a failure zone. What the? What? There's a freaking moth in here? Holy cow. Where did that come? All right, whatever. Yes, so bad, hard place to tattoo. Hard place to tattoo. I think you did the best you could. You had to make it darker up here. Keep an eye on this. See how this heals, right? When we're doing stuff in the hand in this spot, you're best to lean heavily on black. Heavily on black, because even that black is going to fade a little bit, and you're going to, you know, it's not going to be as black. The hand is constantly being moved and used and blah, 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 blah. So just be careful there. All in all, for still being very new to the tattooing thing, this looks all right. Love to see it healed. If you ever send in another piece, throw that in there healed too. Be great to see it. All right. What do we got going on here? Do you iron your beard? No, I blow dry it, okay? I just got out of the shower before I came down here to do this. And, yep, I just take a brush. Whether I don't think most of you guys care to know. Blow dryer here. And I just brush. Just go along. Because if not, it's like all crazy and everything. And right after you do that, it's all super straight and weird for like a day. And then it'll kind of go natural again. So, yeah, that's it. That's the dealio. We're going to be trimming it soon a little bit. All right. We're on to Nick. Nick, you are up next. Hey, my name is Nick. Love your videos. Here are some of the tattoos I've done. The tree and the knife are almost a year healed, while the rest are fresh. And then there is one on synthetic skin. I completed an almost 2-year apprenticeship and quit the shop I was working at shortly after due to mental health issues and personal issues I had with the shop. That's a whole other story and completely current working. Okay. And I'm currently working on art that I enjoy for my portfolio and hope to look for another shop. I totally understand when it comes to being in an apprenticeship for a while and just realizing that, I don't know what it was like for you, but mine turned out to be, yeah, it was a bit extreme, and I'm very grateful that I hung in as long as I could. And I'm also very grateful that I left because, yeah, let's move on. So let's take a look at this. So here are some tattoos I've done. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I'm going to start up here with this one. The VS, the verse, is pretty solid for the most part. The black saturated, all right. I like the simplicity in this. We have just some mid-tone grays just kind of thrown here and there. It's a little bit haphazard, but it's actually working, I think, a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more black in a few spots. The axe, which I believe this is. I'm not a big horror film fan, but I believe this is a little hard to read. It kind of gets blended in with his shirt. We come down here. Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. I do like his shirt. I get the stripes. I know he has the stripes going across, the melty face here. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, again, I'm not watch a lot of it, so I don't know what is what and what, you know. Again, I'm not into that. This is sharp. I like this. I really do. I like the shading you have in here, especially from here. It's real strong and punchy. Super nice. Dope fake skin piece here. Very nice. Love the hair. Really like all of this right here. It has a flowy feel. It feels like it's moving. The color in the eyes. If this was on real skin, like human skin, we'd want a little bit more right here. Maybe something behind it, some sort of dark. Maybe pull a bit hair coming down from here. Have it swoop this way, just to help make sure the face doesn't just blend out. Not the biggest fan of whatever the shade bit is up here, but nice job. Nice job. Okay, this is pretty cool too. But as you can see, it is, like you said, it's healed for a little while now, and we're kind of losing a little bit of the knife in and of itself. So it might be worth going back in and just punch that line in. You might not want that line to be there. I would just punch it in. Punch it in for longevity purposes. If we come up here, I'm not sure if this portion here is maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe the skin broke. Maybe it was a little bit overworked. Again, hard to say, but not bad. Hey, I like this. I do like this piece. I like how we have different depths here. We got the dark pushed back. We got some mid-tones showing us the middle. And yeah, I think it's shaded nicely. So continue at it there, Nick. Looking good, man. Looking good. Going down that direction. Excuse me. It's only been a couple years. And just keep working on that art. And I hope that you're able to, I really do hope you're able to get an apprenticeship that teaches you a bit more, that is more conducive for you. All right, we're going to be on Xavier next. We got about 10-15 minutes left, guys. I got to get ready for a tattoo here shortly. Let me check my phone, make sure I'm not missing anything there. Okay, we're still good. So anyhow, turn notifications on, guys. We might be going live later on today. We're doing a black and gray piece, big shoulder piece. It was a cover-up originally done by somebody in this general area, and it needs help. So we are going to be helping that out. Going to add a little eagle head to it as well. So we're going to get it done as much as we can get done, but might be going live for that. So make sure you have notifications on. Keep an eye out for around like 1 or 2 o'clock. Okay. And if you want to follow me anywhere, guys, you can follow me at what is down here at the bottom of the screen. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that's daveinks.88, and on Facebook at Death Punch Inc., and on YouTube as Art Something. Very confusing. Everywhere is a different thing. I got you. All right. Let me make sure there's nothing dire going on in the chat here. That's how change my home back in the future. Percent likes that. Oh, righty. I can only see the first few bottom ones. I didn't see anything too detrimental. So here we go. Okay. Xavier, I'm going to scroll all the way down real quick because your writing's at the bottom. Here's something I did recently. Practicing on my leg. My skin tapped out. Okay. Oh, come on, Dave. All righty. Good to see you're practicing on your own leg. There are some good things. There are some not so good things here. You might already know this, Xavier, because you've been here, you've been watching, you've been following along and whatnot as far as these lives go. But what I will say is the depth that you're getting on these lines seem to be about right, because I'm not seeing blowouts. There are a few lighter lines, but they're not as very common. So your depth is probably about right. The problem you have is that we're getting wobbles, pickups, and shakes. Some of these are better than others, but I wonder if you're getting the best stretch you can get. I wonder, again, without seeing certain things, I will not know. But get a good stretch on that skin. Like I said, when you're watching these videos, it looks like a hand is just resting there, but I promise you, they're stretching, right? And try to find that needle depth, that movement, and move through nice, consistently, and smooth, because that's what's happening here. Again, some of these are quite nice, and others are not so much. Pickups, put downs. Maybe we'll have to do a video on connecting lines. Is that something you guys would like to see? Because that's the issue. We pull a line, boom, we have to pull out, right? Boop, stop. Something starts to happen. Get out of Dodge. Come back the other way and try to connect those two lines flawlessly. Maybe we do a video on that. That might help you guys out. Let me know. Let me know. But yes, that is what we need. We need a little bit more work on some lines. Some of these lines are better than others, nonetheless. Now, the shading is a whole nother issue here. Yes, I could see why your leg gave out. You're really kind of beating this up. When you're using light tones, use light tones, all right? Put them in the skin. Boom, 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 and then get out of it. Go do something else, work in another spot. Let that tone start to settle in. Let the writing cool down, because it kind of looks like you just kind of kept hitting this area, and it looks like it got darker than it probably should have gotten. All right, let's move on to the next piece. Similar here, right? This is, I think this is going to heal just fine, but you have a similar issue going on here. You're hitting that skin too much or too harshly. The skin is going to get red, but this seems a bit excessive in my opinion. Now, other things, lines look nice. Like these lines around here look nice. Some may have been a little bit too deep, but we have consistency in our teeth, relatively consistent in most of the lines. So a lot of good stuff here. We can see this healed shading. So again, it should heal okay, but maybe work on the technique a little bit more so you don't end up with too much of a one-noted black and gray piece. As you can see, it's a little bit darker here in this healed stuff, but overall, it's all kind of one-noted. So here might be a little bit darker, but it's all kind of one-noted. So try to work with those shades a little bit more. Okay, I think that's it. Xavier, thank you. I'm going to take a sip of some coffee again. Yep, could be the needles there, Pharaoh. It could be having issues with the needles. Yes, somebody said, Xavier says he'd like to see a video about connecting lines or lining and then grabbing another line and going. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I do have some recorded footage. Maybe I'll try to find some parts and pieces in there where I did that. And I can talk to you about it a little bit more. This Tuesday, guys, I finally put together the video that'll be going out. That is the very quick video. And we're talking dynamic black against triple dynamic black. Is it worth changing your entire gray wash setup? Now, certainly it's not the hardest thing in the world to change that, but is it worth it? If you're using dynamic and you're thinking, boy, what if I just had triple black? Is it worth it? So that video is ready. It's sitting, waiting to go out Tuesday. So stay tuned for that one. It'll be a short one, 3-4 minutes. Anyhow, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're here, give the stream a like. Let's see if we can end strong with 120 likes. We got about 15 more minutes, 120 likes. We need 13 more. Native Nature. Take a breather here. Hello, my name is Jake. I'm from Ohio. Right on, man. Jake from Ohio. And I love the videos. I've been in art my whole life. I always wanted to get in tattoos. I'm in my late 20s. I tried to start back in high school, but no one would take me serious, and even tried talking in shops for an apprenticeship, and they kind of laughed. So I stepped away for a while because I have depression, decided to say F it, and recently hit the books on fake skin about a year ago. The results, do you believe, in your opinion, I would? Okay. All right, so I'm going to take a look, man. It's a hard knock life out there. Haley, good to have you here, Haley. We will see you later. Do what you got to do. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I dig it, like especially from just a cool sort of tattoo, if you will, right? And again, you're on some fake skin. You're learning what's going on. These lines are not bad for fake skin, where circles are okay. The yellow is a tough one to pack in fake skin too. And it's not bad, even with this little bit of brown, right? You could probably smooth it out a bit more, but hey, you know what? It's looking cool. Excuse me. Okay, we have Patrick. I do believe Patrick. My kids have grown out of SpongeBob. Look, we got a little bit of a blowout here and there, not so noticeable. From this blurry picture, things look pretty decent. Packing this light green into the skin is always an interesting process. Put it in like you would put in any other color and leave it alone. Let it cool off. Let it settle down before you just go over it and over it and over it and end up just destroying the skin. Doesn't necessarily look like you did that here. Just a little word to everybody else. Again, we got a nice color piece, saturated well. Lines look pretty consistent throughout. Yeah, nice job, man. Nice job. I like seeing clean, simple stuff. This is clean and it's simple. For some reason, I'm just not a fan of it. I think it's something strange here. But as far as lining and color packing, you're doing it. And the color's saturating and the lines are looking decent. Here we got the, come on, what's his name? Okay, well, I can't remember his name now. Grew up, I used to like watching this guy. Nice job. The lines are a little here and there, but you're using a smaller liner. The color's packed nice. I like this. I haven't, you know what I mean? Overworked the shorts. Yeah, he may have, Dan. He may have. Sometimes it'll work itself out. It won't be as bad as you think. I've been in that position before. Definitely thought it was going to heal horribly because of that green issue, and it ended up working out. So it might be okay. It might not. This falls a little short to me because it gets a little dirty, right? If you're going to put black, saturate that black and then, you know, push it out. If Andy was here, he'd be telling you, I want to see more colors in this. We have black and red. The greens, we need more greens, right? Contrast. So anyhow, Dexter, thank you, Xavier. Dexter's Laboratory. Right. Nice job, Native. Nice job. Okay, next one is Daniel. What bright color inks you prefer? Well, I mean, I don't know. I have not, just like when it comes to everything else, I've only used what I've used, and I use Eternal and Intense. It doesn't mean that all the other colors are no good. It just means I haven't tried them, that, or I've used some of them, but most of the stuff I use is Eternal Intense. And the biggest reason for that is I like to look at my inks when I buy them. And you can't really do that online. Unfortunately, you can see the cap, blah, blah, blah. You can see a little bit of it. But there's a shop around here that sells ink and some other stuff. I don't really mess with anything else they have, but they have good Eternal ink, good Intense. You can get some good whites, blacks if you want to do that route. But no, I buy each one of my colors, and they carry Eternal and Intense. And so that's pretty much why I have Eternal and Intense, because I can go there, look at the inks, figure out exactly what shade I want, what color I want, and buy specific colors. And I like to go there every few months and just try out a few more colors, whatnot. Anyhow, there you go. Dan says Radiant ink is the freaking bomb, right? There you go. My only downside to Eternal is I think it's a little bit thick. So, anyhow. Hey, Dave, been tattooing about 2 months now. Love your videos. Tell me what you think. All right, we'll tell you what I think. Here we go. All right, we got the ball. I like, all right, the black saturated nicely. All right, the lines look pretty good. We're moving along. Okay, down here, let me double check this before sometimes I like to speak too soon. Looks decent, right? The black looks okay from the photo. The line work is relatively consistent as far as its line weight. A little wobbly as we move up this way. And obviously our little hand here kind of falls down a bit. We have a little bit of a blowout here, a little bit there. Okay, but the shading is decent. I like that. You got right where you need it. Minimal shading, but it looks decent. Decent. All right, same here. Really like these little bats. They're saturated well. They're readable. This is readable. Sure, we got a little boop right there at the top and a little bit here and there, but the simple shading is nice in this, not bad. Just keep working on that line work. But your work is looking clean. It's starting clean. So for 2 months, don't move past this stuff, right? Stay right here in this level of work, right? Don't try to go crazy stuff. Stay here because it's on its way to looking really clean. So stay there and keep at it, Daniel. All right, we got time for just a couple more. Yeah, I use dynamic for black. I might try dynamic triple white or something like that. People have asked me to try that out. I might do that, but we'll see. For now, I use Starbright white and Starbright mixing white for my black and gray, and I only put a few drops in there. Yeah, so we're on to Vanessa. Guys, again, if you could hit the like button, we need, right? We have to have 5 more likes. We need to hit 120. Vanessa Vonk. Hi, my name is Lee. Oh, that's a threw me off. Hi, my name is Lee, and I've been tattooing for about 4 months. Practiced in fake skin for a few months, and then went to real skin. Let me know what you think. Thanks, man. All right, so we've been tattooing 4 months, practicing fake skin for a few months. All right. Nice. Yeah, this is clean. I think so. I got nothing really negative to say here. It appears to be relatively a single pass. Use the right size needle grouping. It's clean, even going around this curve, right? So you're going around a curve there when you're doing that too. And those lines look pretty stinking smooth. So nice job, man. All right, what do we got here? Similar. A lot of these lines are not bad, but you have a lot of lines here. And so that requires you to stay focused for a lot longer. And overall, I do like the tattoo, right? Overall, it's not bad. But it's when you get in here and you start to see inconsistencies with all the scales. Excuse me again. Now, this could come from a loss of stencil. Sometimes the stencil kind of goes kapoop on you with all these tiny little lines, and now you're left to try to make it up. I've been there. It sucks. And it usually ends up with it not being exactly what you want it, crooked lines. But where you're using your thicker line weight, it's pretty consistent. It's pretty consistent. I'm not really seeing a lot of blowouts. Could be a little bit more consistent in some places, but up here we get a little bit off. But yeah, just decent, man. It's not bad. I mean, showing you a few things, but overall, not bad. Again, some lines, a bit of black. Good practice here, right? This doesn't mean this is perfect, but what I'm saying is it's a good way to practice. Do some black work and black and skin, I call it, right? Truly black and, we call it black and white, but black and whatever. Because if you mess something up, line goes off, smooth that sucker out, sculpt it out. Overall, not too bad. Okay, looks like we got some single pass lines here as well. And overall, again, looking decent. Obviously, we got a wobble, a little bit of a boop here and a boop there. You're going to see the boops in my work too. I point them out, but I also see them in my own all the time. But it's not drawing me away. It's not completely confusing. Now, from a what do you call it? From a design point of view, it gets a little bit confusing. I'd like to see this black be carried up a little bit higher, right? So take this black up to about like right here, then do a quick fade into skin. Black up to here, quick fade. It's going to give it a bit more contrast. And obviously when the gray stuff that's behind, those little brush strokes that are back there heal out, they're going to be super light. And it's going to, it's going to look even better. Okay, next piece. Ba-da-da. Same here. Line work's looking pretty decent. I don't know that I'm a giant fan of what it is exactly. It's just like a stone person with sunflowers around them. It's kind of interesting, I guess, but done okay. Slow down a little bit when it comes to your lining. Overall, it's not bad, right? Overall, the lining is consistent and relative. Like I could tell what I mean? You're getting that. Some light shading going on in here. All right, a little bit more. Find the spots where you really want to punch in your black hardcore. But overall, Lee, good job. Good job. Hey, Francisco, thank you, man. Appreciate the support, and I'm glad that you enjoy what we're doing here. I enjoy doing it. I try my best to give you an honest yet fair critique, without beating everybody up. We want to encourage people to keep going. Let them know if they need to go backwards. You get the gist, right? My job is not here to roast. These would be called something totally different. That's not what it is. Anybody can roast anybody. Anybody can roast anybody. Remember that. I have a CNC machine, and I love the direct drive with the 4mm drive. Yeah, 4mm drive is not bad. All right. Okay. Here we go. Nathan, we made it to you, buddy. We made it to you. Nathan Bliss, give the video a like, guys. Give it a like. Let's see if we can make it to, we made it to 120. All right, we're good. Everybody can relax now. You don't have to like the video anymore. I'm kidding. All right, Nathan Bliss, I love the channel for a good while and love hearing you be honest about people's work. All right, man. Nathan, let's go. You're in the chat, man. Let's see what we got. All right. All right. First off, I love that red. Whether it fits this or not, I don't care. I love the red because it is so doggone saturated in there and smooth. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I like so far what I see. For the most part, the lining is good, right? It's decent. Okay. We have some spots here with little wobbles, but overall, from looking at this piece, I think it's decent. I think somebody's probably going to like it. The face is a little different in my opinion. The wing, I'm not sure where it's coming out of. Whatever. How it was built is fine. I'm not really judging anything like that. We have some nice black in here being whipped out. Some of these shades should look pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, what do we got here? We got, so far, Nathan, we're looking pretty good. Again, the line work, pretty consistent, smooth. The shading's all right. Nice little banger here. We got some light shades that are going to heal out nice. I think we have enough contrast here. I think what would help out just a little bit more is, and maybe it's just the photo, if the black in the mouth was pure black. Maybe it is. But wherever you have it, just really punch it in, and then you can blend it out. Like back in here, maybe real black, right? because we got a lot of light shades and some breathing space, which is good, but we need a little black to accommodate that. Not a lot of midtones. You don't want just boatloads of midtones, don't give you contrast. Black and open or black and white will give you more contrast. But nicely done. Again, another photo from that one. Yes, nicely done, man. I still really dig that freaking red, man. Nice job. All right, I like the shading in this one much more, especially in this wood. We got real rich right here at the top. Boop, 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 come down. Nice. Okay, when it comes to her, I'm not a fan of what she looks like, if you will, right? I'm not sure this comes down. Does she has like a point under her arm or something? Not sure what's going on there. The lines look smooth and consistent, right? From an application point of view, not bad, right? Her face is small, so you can only do so much. Her chest looks a little bit interesting, if you will. So she's fallen a little off for me, right? As far as how you tattooed her, you know, she's tattooed well. Just I'm not sure what's going on with her body. Am I crazy? Let me know. Maybe I'll regret asking you that question. Okay, yeah. A lot of lining, a lot of in and outs. Maybe we were going from the opposite direction. Maybe this is more so where you started, because I feel like some of the work we looked at in the beginning was a little bit better. But then again, I like this one as well. Very nice job here. I like the light shading in it. I like that you have some black in some spots. Could use a little bit more in the mouth. Lines are decent. This looks good too. Simple and fun. Again, there's that piece. Nice job, Nathan. All in all, nice work, man. Nice work. Yeah, definitely see some good things happening there. Okay, last one. Nick Hughes, you are last one. I'm sorry. Oh, why did I star you? I'm sorry to anybody else who. Why won't it open? Sorry to anybody else who has been waiting. If you are leaving the stream, give it a like on your way out, guys. I'd appreciate it. This was done on my wife. This was 3 days after. I've been at it for 6 months. Thoughts? Question mark. This was done on my wife. All right. So the photo was 3 days after. This was done on Nick's wife, and he's been at tattooing for 6 months. Ooh. Oof. Nick. Right? Your name's Nick? Nick, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say this, but you gotta leave skin alone for a little while, right? I think we got some issues here, all right? And it's pretty much everything I'm seeing is an issue. And again, it sucks when somebody says something like that to you, but it comes from a place of I want to help you, right? There's some stuff you learned here, some stuff you figured out in this process when you pack these colors, when you put these lines in, when you pack that black, right? Now take that and go back to some fake skin. Take what you learned here and go back, okay? This sucks to hear, I know. But there's just a lot of issues here. The lining is deep and harsh, right? I mean, it's scarred. It's not right, okay? We've beat up this skin. The lines that aren't beat up are very, very choppy and scratchy. The black has spots that just look like they've been gone over a lot. Same everywhere. The color it's all one-noted and flat and not saturated smoothly, right? The flowers are muddy, all right? There's a lot going on here. You can be proud of yourself in that you put ink in skin and it's there, but you have to accept the fact that if you want to improve, you have to put the time in. And I don't think you put any time into fake skin, at least not properly. Anybody can whip out some fake skin and just line some stuff out and say, hey, I did a bunch on fake skin. And I'm not saying fake skin is the end all be all. You know, I didn't really use fake skin at all when I was learning, but that's because my apprenticeship demanded that I throw that crap away, and that if I have open skin on my body, then I have no need for fake skin. So yeah, but as I've learned and gone on, I've depended on fake skin for different techniques, for seeing different line weights, for different things along the way. So I know that it has its place. And when you're learning, there's a lot of things you got to figure out. So my advice is to take a break, come back off that skin, hone your skills more, do some small tattoos, black and lines. You see those small tattoos that we look at on the channel. I say that's clean, that's crisp. And all it is just a couple little lines and a little bit of black, right? But that's the way you want to practice when you're trying to make that jump into real skin. Don't do this, okay? I'm glad I got to take a look at it, so I'm glad I got to let you know that, Nick, take a step back, all right? Take a step back. So, guys, with that said, if you want to follow the channel or you want to follow me on social media, that stuff's right here. DaveInks.88 on Instagram, Death Punch Inc. on Facebook. I'd love to have you over there. Yeah, nonetheless, again, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I know sometimes people have let me know they have not been getting notifications when we go live, and I can't fix that, but turn it off, turn it back on, maybe, whatever it takes. We're probably going to be going live later today with some live black and gray tattooing. Going to be fixing up a piece that was done a while back. Again, we may or may not, so have those notifications turned on. I just want to say, can you do a part 2 live for this? I do lives probably a couple times a week. Me and Andy B will be live. What is today? Today's Saturday. Yeah, me and Andy B will be live tomorrow evening, our Sunday special, going through your work, discussing different things and whatnot. So tomorrow, sure, we'll call that part 2. But we're taking a look at people's work live. So when we go live, you send your work in. We're looking at you guys. That way, you're more than likely in the chat. If we have questions, you're right there. We can ask you about them. That's why we really like doing it that way. Nonetheless, guys, I appreciate you being here. Hit the like button on your way. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of our other videos. And stay tuned for later. Until next time, my friends. Peace.